Some great successes at the box office for Hollywood and Chinese films lately. Hollywood churns out remakes and blockbusters on the assembly line like hotcakes, but that doesn't mean that they are good quality. The financial success of a film does not mean that the film is good, nor will it have a lasting power. This is the Daily News Review. Learn English with Karlieva. Improve your English listening and vocabulary with me, Karlieva, through breaking news and current events. Make sure to watch till the end to learn the vocabulary, to talk about today's story, and find out more ways to learn, practice, and improve your English. And don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. In a time where overwhelming remakes and big-budget blockbusters fill out Netflix screens and cinema screens, original, unique, and soulful filmmaking feels like uncovering a rare gem. Films like Nezha 2 prove that soul, creativity, and originality can be a sellable product in the East. Yet in Hollywood, the same old filmmaking template is churned out over and over again, just with different packaging and actors to bring in media buzz. And with that, the charm of creative filmmaking is lost. These are filler films, nothing more. Think recently released Snow White and theelectricstate. Now here's the highlighted vocabulary for today. Smashes, poisoned apple, and flops. Let's have a look at our first headline. Headline 1, The Guardian. Demon Child movie wows China and smashes global box office records. Smashes. Smash describes something that has achieved widespread popularity and success. For example, the new superhero movie was a smash hit, breaking all box office records. Nezha 2, a Chinese animated film, has undeniably become a smash hit, totally taking over the box office with over $2 billion worldwide. It may not be a widely known or watched animation in the West, but in China, where over $2 billion box office was grossed, is a smash hit, a big success. With a budget of $80 million, the meaningful and visual sequel set in a fantasy world has officially become the highest grossing animated film, highest grossing non-English language film, highest grossing film of 2025, and the 5th highest grossing film of all time, as well as the animated film that has had the most tickets sold. This monumental success serves as proof that Chinese cinema has incredible power and talent in the entertainment business, and moreover, fascinating stories and artistry to offer to the world. Let's have a look at our next headline. Headline 2, The Hollywood Reporter. Disney's live-action Snow White reboot starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot seemed like a can't-miss project 5 years ago, but have some PR missteps combined with anti-woke outrage turned marketing the film into a poisoned apple. This symbolic meaning applies to the reputation of the newly released live-action version of Snow White. Things are not looking good for the success and public appreciation and approval of this highly anticipated Disney remake. Therefore, the film has become a victim of a poisoned apple, primarily for its two leading ladies, Israeli Gal Gadot and Colombian-Polish Rachel Zegler, who play Evil Queen and Snow White respectively, who have a backlog of outspoken political views and not-so-liked personas. The film is not hitting the adoration and public attention as it wished it would. Audiences aren't keen to see yet another overly produced studio remake of an already timeless classic that has been remodeled to fit the woke, politically correct, and CGI'd movie. Social media is a monster and the blowback is major. This film's global success may not see a happy ending after all. Let's move on to our last headline. Headline 3, BBC. Netflix's latest big-budget film, theelectricstate, starring Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, is one of the most expensive movies ever made and had some of the most scathing reviews in recent memory. But that doesn't mean it will flop. Flop. Something to be completely unsuccessful, fail totally. Often used towards a piece of entertainment or a performance. For example, the show flopped in London. When a colossal $320 million is spent on a feature film budget, one would expect to see an engrossing journey, one that delivers tremendous imagery, hypnotic performances, meaningful storytelling, and reviews to match. But in the case of theelectricstate, a science fiction action-adventure film starring Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, based on the book of the same name, the film does not deliver said elements that bring in public approval and praise. The movie is one of the most expensive films to be ever made, yet it doesn't have a strong storyline. It's a generic blockbuster. But that's not a bad thing. It's a totally consumerist Netflix flick that will simply satisfy the eye. It may not flop, fail, but it won't be a major success either. So our 3 highlighted words for today: smashes, poisoned apple, and flop. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for more daily news reviews where you can learn about the news and learn English.